Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome on back to Anime's Arcade. I have decided to do something else today. I was thinking about maybe doing a hoverless run, but instead I wanted to try out my new HDMI converter that I got for Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, and a GameCube. And I was testing out Double Dash, and I said, you know what? Screw it. I just want to play some Double Dash. Oh, my light's not on. Hang on. Ow. But yeah, and I was like, screw it. You know what? I want to play more Double Dash. I want to have some more fun. So we're just gonna, because I don't have a memory card at the moment, I give my memory card to my brother because my brother has basically all the games that my family had. That were my family's games, not my games specifically. So yeah, I have a couple of hours. To work with here. Not a lot though, because then I gotta leave and I gotta go to the airport and pick up some friends from the airport coming back from Midwest Fur Fest. But we're just gonna have a fun time and see how many things I can unlock. It's not really a speed run, but I'm still gonna start a timer anyways because I can. Now we're starting with 50cc because I want to unlock my cart. I have a specific cart that I like using, and that's going to require me to get first place 50cc in Star Cup. And obviously 50cc is pretty boring, it's kind of slow. The CPU are really easy. I don't even know if it's really that much slower. Whenever I played Double Dash as a kid, and even as an adult, people are like, oh yeah, 150cc is the fastest. I'm like, what? I thought CC always just meant difficulty, because in Double Dash, everything I swear moves at like the same speed. I don't think I've ever seen the game go faster between 50cc and 100cc. And while I'm probably wrong about that, I don't know, it feels pretty true. At least in my opinion. Am I a speedrunner for Mario Kart? Not at all. I couldn't tell you how people speedrun this. Yeah, absolutely. In Mario Kart 8, there's a huge difference in CC. Like, especially when you switch to 200cc, like, you can definitely tell. Also, hey Zeke, what's up? I hope the rest of your Crash stream went well. Apologies, I did not actually do any typing in the chat other than just doing some redeems. I was at work, but also other reasons. But also, hi! Thank you again for that shout out. That was really sweet of you. Hope you're doing well, my guy. Also, it seems, I think it's just my controller. Sometimes my controller isn't putting in the speed boost inputs. Nice. I am so sorry last place, but I'm getting wrecked. There we go. Yo, it's Mickey, what's up? How you doing, man? It went good. You're just on a sequel binge. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Again, this isn't a speed run, but I do want to just see how fast I can unlock things. I'm not going to be able to unlock everything because all tour, that means I would have to do all Tour Cup in 4 different CCs, and that's not happening. That ain't happening, no sir. Doing good, you've been playing the hell out of Pokemon? Yeah, boy. I actually, like, here's the thing. Despite all its bugs and such, I actually really like the new Pokemon game. And yeah, there's definitely some stuff that they should absolutely fix. Just because it hasn't happened to me doesn't mean it hasn't happened to other people. Like, there's some big buggies. But other than that, though, honestly, it's good. It's really good. Card. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the gameplay is like it's cool. I like the idea. Like, I actually, funny enough, I have way too many. I literally bought like the last 3 games that I'm gonna buy for a while. Sonic Frontiers, Mario plus Rabbids, the new one, and then and then Pokemon. And it's like, gosh, all of these games are good, and I want to play all of them. But what's even worse is, you know, I'm working at 12 hours at my job right now. So it's like I barely have any time to play any of them. And even then, I hop into bed and I'm just like, I really want to play a game, but I just need to go to sleep. Skeletor usually lands in your top 3. Skeletor's is really cool, actually. They designed Skeletor really well. Like, I gotta say. Oh yeah, no, there is absolutely no excuse. Pokemon Company pressuring and pushing on Game Freak, and then Game Freak pushing and pressuring on their developers, and just not getting the game the time it needs is not good at all. Skeletor Joki also nice. So I'm gonna confess, the amount of time that I put into Pokemon was how much you guys saw on the stream that I had. And then, yeah, I agree. So true, Zeke. Why not the other open world teams helping out? But yeah, the amount of Scarlet that I've played is the amount that I played on stream. And then I did one night, it was like the weekend after Thanksgiving when they were like, hey, get EVs of differing Terra types. I'm just like, oh, well, guess I'm staying up all night to try to get all of them. And I ended up staying up until like 3 a.m. getting all of the getting all of the different Terra types. So I have like, you know, 16 different EV just chilling out in my PC, all of them in a different Terra type. But that's about it. Oh, no, actually, I've played a little bit. I have defeated one Titan, and I have one Herba Mystica. That's literally it. That's literally it. Sonic Frontiers, at least, I think I have like 2 or 3 Chaos Emeralds. Like, not the whole amount of Chaos Emeralds, but definitely 2 or 3. No, don't be, Zeke. It's such a weird position that this game is in. Like, it's great. It's good. It's really good. But it could be so much better if it didn't have these issues and bugs. And, like, they just really dropped the ball on that. Have you seen all the Pokemon outside of the game? What do you mean by that? If you mean all of the Pokemon in the region, the answer to that is no. Like, I was spoiled, but it was technically my choice to look at the spoilers. I did see most of the beasts. I didn't see all of them, but I did see a good chunk of the beasts. I did see a very large chunk of the beasties, and I like a lot of them. How did Frontiers do with open world? Dude, oh my god, dude. Frontiers is so good. Like, if you love Sonic games, it is so cool to be running around in an open world as Sonic. And, like, there's rails and springs and the things. And then when you, like, unlock the missions and whatnot, they make it really easy for you to backtrack by, like, unlocking new rails. And it's just, oh my god, I love it. It's so good. What I've played from Sonic Frontiers so far, oh my god, I love it so much. And like, and that's the thing! Like, all the games that I bought are good, and I want to play all of them. The thing I'm a bit sad about is that there's not a lot of environment variety in the new Pokemon. Sword Shield had such good locations, so Scarlet and Violet felt like a step back. See, I haven't explored enough of it yet, but that is unfortunate if that's the case. Is it funny to anyone else that Sonic had a good game and Nintendo dropped the ball? Dude, I love Sonic so much. I know I speedrun Mario games. Also, hello, Sofali. I know I speedrun a lot of Mario games because they're honestly just really fun to speedrun. But like, oh dude, I freaking love Sonic games. I love Sonic so much. So like, oh dude, I love Frontiers. It's so fun. It's the opposite of world, right? Rush for an end date. Nintendo feel equality. True though. But like, yeah, no, oh my god, I love Sonic is amazing. So I gotta play Sonic because I've been waiting for a good Sonic game. It's good. It's worth it. Like, I can't give it a 10 out of 10 because obviously, you know, to be fair, I haven't experienced anything ridiculous yet, and I haven't played enough of the game to actually give the game a rating. But generally though, I can't really think of many games that I would give a 10 out of a 10 besides like Okami and Dust and Kingdom Hearts, because God, I love Kingdom Hearts so much. But like, dude, Sonic Frontiers is so good. It's so good. I just had a blast. Every time I plug it in, I sit down and I play it, and I just want to play for like hours. Music's 100 out of 10. That's true. The music is pretty good. I really, really wanted that mushroom just because I wanted that mushroom. Is the star gone? The star is not gone, but it's too far out of my way. Yeah, there's a lot in the Sonic game. Like, I've barely scratched the surface of it from what I can tell. But yeah, no, dude, I love Okami. Okami is one of my favorite games ever. I imported a physical copy in for the Switch because they decided to not give Okami HD a physical release outside of Japan, which is garbage. But also, I bought the collector's edition, which also came with a special soundtrack of the game, including tracks from other soundtracks that they've made for the game. It's, oh my goodness, I love Okami. Yo, Ridu, what's up? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again. Are there Chao Gardens? No. There are no Chao Gardens, and I want to make sure that you know that, like, early in the development of the game, that, like, the number one question that the director was getting about the game was whether or not there were Chao Gardens, and he very specifically was just like, no. He's like, so what's the number one question that you get about Sonic Frontiers? Chao Garden. Are there Chao Gardens in the game? No. Yes! I got my cart. All right, let's go. Now we can do whatever we want. I prefer to have Toadette, by the way. I like having Paratroopa and Toadette as my cart choices. So that's why I did Star Cup first. I wanted the Paratroopa cart. But unfortunately, I can't unlock Toadette until I unlock the Star Cup, and I don't remember how to unlock the Star Cup. I gotta be honest. I had to look up how to unlock the Paratroopa. So that is best, I agree. The special in this game is great. I drifted into that. That was my own mistake. Nope. Oh, is that Toad and Diddy? That's actually a pretty good combo too, honestly. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Mario Kart Double Dash. I don't know about other games, but like definitely Double Dash. It's actually a lot better to have cars with the fastest acceleration. Not necessarily the fastest speed, but you want the fastest acceleration. Reason is because if you take damage, you can reach your top speed a whole lot sooner. Unique items per character? Yeah. That's one of the best things about Double Dash. That kind of makes it really cool. Dude, how did none of these green shells hit this man? How am I missing this man? Oh, damn. All right, you know what? We're fine. Ah, there we go. Nice. I should have actually looked that up really quick. How to unlock the special cup. Super Mushroom and Mega Man are good. Oh, it's just 100 CC in Star Cup. Okay, cool. 600 damage, wombo combo. Yep. Dude, I'm a beast when it comes to Bowser Park, or when it comes to Baby Park. I'm an absolute beast. Doing time trials for Baby Park, I can get a 110, which is faster than the staff time on this game. Of course, I miss every box. And hit a banana. Nice. Good. Good. Alright, we're gonna have to take the 2. Give me some good items. Not quite what I wanted, but okay. I ran right into the Cataquack. I might have to quit this, because you only unlock stuff if you get first place. No, alright. We're just gonna go to Star Cup. Hang on, I need to do 100. Also, Mario Canon, all these characters can seamlessly juggle 3 objects. Yeah, well, actually, not entirely true. Not entirely true. So here's the way that they did it, and I think it's really interesting that they did it this way. So each set of characters, because each character has 2 sets, hold their triple items differently. Each set holds their items differently. One of the set will juggle all 3, whereas the other one will just hold all 3 in a stack. Paratroopa is the one of the duo that juggles their stack, and Koopa Troopa is the one that just holds the stack. Yeah. I'll do a race with Koopa Troopa at one point, and just to show you the difference. Yeah, isn't that interesting? I think that's really clever. Ah! Nope, didn't get my banana out fast enough. That's okay. Yeah. Nice. Ah! You know what's great about this game? Yo, Aiden, what's up? Hope you're doing well. You know what's great about this game is how easily, or like how much more getting bodied like matters in this game. You know, in Double Dash, if you get people who are throwing like a triple shell at you, you know, you'll take damage from the first one, but if they throw it too quickly, the other ones will just disintegrate and you'll only take damage from the one. And in this game, like, you just get absolutely bodied. If you get hit by a red shell and then a blue shell, you will take damage from both of those. You had to graph cosecant and secant waves? Nice. I love Double Dash, dude. It's literally probably the best Mario Kart, like, period. It's just so well made. And it turns out, you know how like all the other games, all the other Mario Karts have like these things called super shortcuts, more well known in the Wii version. This game didn't get any super shortcuts. Nobody found any super shortcuts until I think, what was it, 2017 or 2015 or something? One of the two. Like, not counting Waluigi Stadium, because Waluigi Stadium was found really quickly, actually. Nice. They hit the bob-omb card. What a nerd. Also, I really like the sound effect of carts hitting walls in this game. It's such a unique sound effect. It's actually, like, surprisingly satisfying. So many bananas right there, jeez. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Get out of here, DK. You're wrecked. There was not a good way around those, unfortunately. I like how I just feel like I've got this super focused look on my face while I'm playing. Like, I don't know if I actually do or not, but it definitely feels like I do. And it's like, bro, it's just Mario Kart. But like, I feel so focused. Double dash is hard. Dude, double dash is so good. I love double dash. I know I've already said that like a million times, but like, it's so good. It's just very, very well built. Of course. Yep. Did you know that you can angle your cart while you're in the cannon to make yourself either drop sooner or fly in the air just a little bit further? How much does it help you? Honestly, I don't know. But it is something you can do. Thanks, Birdo. Appreciate it. Nice. You mean like hop turning in the cannon? No. So you just like press and hold down while you're in the air, and you can angle the cart. So like this time, I'm gonna press and hold down and angle the cart upwards. Like you see how the cart's changing angles? I can press and hold down, and now I'll go like all the way to the wall. Which again, not sure how much that actually helps me. But you know, something you can do. Hey, the King Nappy, if you could not be an idiot, that would be fantastic. Thanks. I'll delete that bot message in a second, and I will report them in a second as well. Distant pitch, guess it applies more when you get in the barrel at the same time as another cart. No, you just adjust the angle while you're in the barrel, or while you're flying through the air. It has nothing to do about how you hit the barrel. It's just on whether you hold a control stick in the air and whether you decide to angle your cart downwards or angle your cart upwards. It actually has nothing to do with how you enter the cannon. Like, you just do it, period. Yeah, I saw that coming. It's not like it's not really helpful, or like it's not helpful, but it's also not like bad necessarily. Report the King Nappy. Chat message. Spam, scams, or bots. Bots or spam. Nah, just gonna say bot. Next. Okay, we got the special cup unlocked. Good. Now we're gonna go get Toadette, which is 100cc on special cup. Go Shark. Submit report. Block this user. And ban! Get out of here. I love when bots come into my chat, only because I report the bots that come into my chat. I don't actually like bots coming into my chat, but I always report them. And I say, ha, get wrecked because you can never do this again. You picked the wrong person to be in. Ah! I'm okay. Square root of 4096 equals 48. Wait, what? That doesn't seem right. Oh, wait, no, I can see that. Never mind. Maybe. Does that be like how 50 times 50 is 5,000? Or fun. 64, that seems a little more correct. Bots are annoying. There's literally no point for y'all to be here. Go away. Wow, I almost hit myself. Nice. Probably people who are like maybe somewhat fresh to Twitch or something. Yeah, I don't know. Like people who don't know how things work. Either way, it's really interesting that now they're just getting like large Hello Peach. It's really interesting that now they just have like large, long paragraphs. Usually the bots famous be so much shorter. Yeah, Nightbot and the Stream Elements bot and MooBot, they're the good bots. I don't actually use the Stream Elements bot, but you know, they're pretty cool. They're like, my question is, why are they doing whole paragraphs? Do you think streamers are gonna sit and read a whole paragraph? I mean, if you're me, yes, I'm going to. But like, come on. Come on. Who's gonna do that? Look at that. We've actioned on your report. That sucker is already banned and their account has been deleted. So let's go. Pikachu, thank you very much for the good luck. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well, my dude. I'm doing a speed run, but also not really a speed run. I'm just trying to unlock things as fast as I can after I get my main duo unlocked. I clean Twitch a little bit. Exactly. It feels good. I like doing those bot reports because it feels great. When's the all unlocked speedrun? Maybe. The thing is that I don't like. I mean, I'm pretty good at Double Dash. I'd like to think so, but I have no idea how to like actually speedrun it. You're right, Mario. MKDD, yo, what up, Trow? That's right, the best one. But otherwise, I think that would be fun to do because Mario Kart is just, like, Double Dash is just such a good game. Oh, I forgot to pick Koopa Trooper for you. Oh, I thought that was a regular box. I forgot to pick Koopa Trooper for you, Zeke. Hang on, you're going to have to remind me to do that next time. I'll pick Paratrooper again because I'm so used to it. JSAB speedrun? I don't own JSAB. I will at some point, but I don't own it currently. Gah! Oh, wow, I barely missed him. Lorsal! 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 Get wrecked. Like Pikachu, I definitely do still want to do like a Melee all characters unlock speedrun at some point because I think that'd be really fun. It's on my list of things to do, but I just haven't done it yet. And I don't have a copy of Melee. Ah! Sorry for you. Sorry for those of you who were not prepared for that. That's how the sound alert works. Won't I have Toadette by then? Yeah, once I'm done with this, I'll have Toadette. I don't know how I missed that, but yeah. That is correct. You can never divide by 0 or else the universe will explode. Man, how are those two dodging my shells? It's wild. I want to know how that shell bounced off the way it did. That was weird. What if you made a 0 physical in the shape of a cake and then cut it? Well, then you're dividing a 0. You're not dividing by 0. But what if, hear me out, what if you made a cake cutter in the shape of a 0 and then cut a cake that was shaped like a 0? I did that so incorrectly, but I still made it. Fun fact, items go through the fake item, well, surprise boxes. Items go through them. You cannot stop a shell with a surprise box. Yeah, just get a 0-shaped knife, and then you'll have a 0 cutting a 0. And then you are literally dividing by a 0 knife. It used to be stopped in 64 cart. That is very true. That is very true. But they changed the properties of the box. And this one, at least. Well, can't take the shortcut. Bam, bam, bam. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Dude, what if I just like unlocked all Tour Cup for grins and giggles? You did divide a cake by 0. Very good job. Good job. Gotta go for now. All right. Thank you for the good luck, Zeke. I appreciate it. Enjoy. Square root of 0 over 0, that doesn't do anything. Because you can't do 0 divided by 0. There we go. How do I unlock all Tour Cup? 150cc special cup. Nice. Okay, so we're doing 150 next, of course. Da, 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 da. Let's go, baby. Rainbow Road time. One of the best, hardest rainbow roads in existence. Wow, my own red shell hit me. That's something. Bruh. I is an imaginary number, aka the square root of -1, and square root of, or sorry, an I squared is -1. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, Ghost? Da, 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 da. Ba, ba, ba. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Ba, da, 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 da. Ba. Nope. Damn, right on the edge there. A star actually, I think, just landed on the course, but there was a banana in the way, so no star spawned for me. I think, you know what's really interesting? Actually, something I need to point out, because I bet it's another thing that a lot of people haven't noticed. Something fun about Mario Kart Double Dash is that these roads and courses, there are a lot of them where things will happen or they will look a certain way only in single player mode. So if you're playing versus with like friends or whatever, they don't, the things in some courses don't show up. It's really interesting. And this is one of the things that I like just said. Stars, shooting stars in this course can like fall onto the road and then spawn a star that anybody can pick up. However, that actually doesn't happen when you're playing with multiple people. Like right there, that's a star. It's just chilling. I believe that doesn't actually show up in multiple players, if I remember correctly. Really weird. It's very interesting how they decided to design some of those courses. And that's another star spawning on a course right there. Da-da-da-da. Play a lot of this game? Dude, Ghost, it's the best Mario Kart. Hands down. I don't care about people who say Mario Kart Wii is the best Mario Kart, because it's not. It's this one. This is hands down the best one. Alright, we've unlocked Toad and Toadette. And now I have my power team of Paratroopa and Toadette. Now we're just gonna wreck the whole course. Yep, credits, 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 credits. I've played this game forever and played very little about it as one player, but I imagine that's to give single players more of an edge in progressing through the game. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The star falling onto the course is obviously, that's only a Rainbow Ride. It's only a Rainbow Road thing. Like, you don't see that specific mechanic on the course. And some of it's like not even mechanics. Some of it's actually just like things that you see on the course. There are some things like just like things on the track in the background that like show up that aren't in the versus modes either. And for my money, I think I like MKB the best. GG is probably number 2. Toss between that and 8. That's fair. I think 8 Deluxe is also really well made, though. I did find it funny that they made a DLC for a game that was just a remaster of a Wii port. It's like, it's a game that had the DLC from the previous game. But wait, here's more DLC. And that, gosh, that makes me chuckle. Wii was the first time you could actually waste people over the internet? Correct. However, I don't care about racing randos on the internet. I only like racing my friends. But you are correct. Oh boy, that's gonna hit me. Oh, never mind. JK. Special cup, correct. Bam. Da 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 da. Oh no, absolutely. It's a very, very big addition to be able to have online play in Mario Kart. I agree. I agree. Like, I'm not gonna knock that and say it wasn't huge. I just know I have, you know, my personal preference. The specials in this game are great. I agree. It's really interesting how they took some of the specials. It's really interesting because some of the specials came from the original game and were like items that you could just pick up. And then they're like, okay, well now only these specific characters can pick them up. But that's kind of cool because then you have to choose, like, you know, a different weight class for your cars, who you want to be able to use what items with. Yoshi and Birdo have eggs? Yes. Specials are definitely the coolest thing about this game. Oh, yeah, for sure. And having the double players with the double items is just so good. 8 comes really close with the double items. The only thing that they flopped on that is that, or 8 Deluxe, sorry, because not 8. 8 didn't have the double items. They added the double items in 8 Deluxe. Fun fact. Maybe I'll remember that. But, yeah, having the ability to, like, switch items and just really hold on to one of those items is good. Shoot. Playing with friends online, Dolphin, true. Dolphin, you could technically do that if you have the right equipment set up. You have to adopt the practice of constantly dragging one item to be able to hold another. It was odd. Yeah, having to not being able to switch to that item in the back was like, oh man. But like, at least you had it, right? Bye! Get smooshed, guy. Baby Mario and Luigi Chain Chomp. Yeah, Chain Chomp's actually really powerful. Let's go. Dang it, I can't go through the dino foot. Into the water, let's go! I don't think I'm winning this one. Might have to quit and restart. Let me just get a double item box really quick. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a little sketchy. Dang it. That's fine. Alright, never mind. We should be good. How that guy got a star, I don't know. That's wild. Of course I only get bananas. I don't think I can get first for this course, but I should still be able to get first in the cup overall. Probably. Maybe. Oh my god, never mind. Well, you stole my item. No! Alright, third's fine. But I also just love the motorcycles and Drift Nitro of Wii so much with the course selection it had. The course selection was really good. The ramp nitros are pretty fun. Crimson! Ah!
for my Crimson 24 love.
Crimson, thank you so much. What the heck? 15 months? Oh my dude. Dude. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Thank you. What the heck? That's so long. Thank you so much, Crimson. I think we're gonna do a backflip mid-air when ramping for a speed boost. Oh yeah, trick jumps. That was a Wii original thing, and then they just. Well, actually no. Technically, it was first in Nintendo 64, but like, it was really weird in Nintendo 64. So, but yeah, doing tricks to gain a boost was kind of like they like took it out of Double Dash and then re-implemented it on the Wii, kind of sort of. This guy's gonna get punked. Oh, let's go. First place mushroom. Damn it. Oh, I missed the boost. Rip. Got greedy just a little bit. Just a little bit. I messed it up pretty big. But we got my power combo. What time is it? It's like 4 something. I'm gonna unlock all Tour Cup and then just see how far into our all Tour Cup 150 I can go before I have to leave. I think that's my plan because I think that'd be fun. Get wrecked, dude. Bonk. Also, these womps there are another good option. Same with these fireballs. Well, actually, no, probably not the fireballs, but those womps there, I'm pretty sure they're not there in multiplayer, if I remember correctly. Like, specifically the ones in that second hallway. The ones in the first hallway are, like, absolutely 100%. I tried. Will I get to make it? I will not. That's too bad. Yeah. Ba 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 da ba. There we go. Still up on top. Still strong. One more course. Let's go. Get that ride of the rainbow. Rainbow Rodent. Woo! I barely stayed on the track with that. Yeah, I tried to avoid that. That was really hard to avoid. Same with the banana and the Bowser shell. Some of the fun visual things that are in single player just aren't there in versus split screen. Ba 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 ba. I threw that red shell too early. That's too bad. Ba-ba. OBS that they won't let you send yourself from the top level to the bottom. That they won't let you go backwards. You don't like that? We got to do it and the skill to land it. Send it. Oh, you mean with the spiral? Yeah. Yeah. They just put it in the out of bounds area. Or not out of bounds. Just a Lakitu pickup. There we go. Oh well. But previously you see when there's roads still beneath you? Nonsense. Here's the thing. There are still actually, like, not just double dash. I'm trying to think. There are some shortcuts in 8, I believe, that require you to, like, avoid going out of bounds, the out of bounds plane or whatever, but also still, oh my god, come on, but also still, like, hit the track. That's annoying. Not the screaming. Oh, come on, dude! Come on! I know this is the hardest track in the entire game. And, like, probably the hardest Rainbow Road ever. But come on! Bruh. A mushroom is not what I need. I will take it, but it's not what I need, my guy. Give me that double. Well, I'm not sure if I'm coming out on top. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I might not get it. I might not unlock the All Tour Cup. I barely did it. Oh yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like the death areas. I know exactly what you're talking about. All right, let's go. We're going to do an All Tour Cup Max CC. See how far we can get into it. It's time. I got 1 hour. How much of this can I do in 1 hour? Fun fact. When you do an All Tour Cup, you always start on Luigi Circuit, and you always end on Rainbow Road. Yo, Xander, what's up, my guy? It's going pretty good. I've had a relatively chill day today. Weird seeing you stream Mario Kart on a Monday. I know, right? I just was like, I wanted to try out my new, my HDMI converter thing that I had that I got from a Big Ol' Monkey. And the only GameCube game I have right now is Double Dash. And I was playing it a little bit this morning, and I was like, you know what? I just wanna play some more Double Dash. Why not? So here we are. And with Luigi's Circuit, we can't. The game isn't built that way. Or the All Tour Cup is not built for that to be possible. Jeez, that took a while for the red shell to hit him. Come on. Okay, well, at least I'm not in first right now. Ha ha ha! Let's go! Let's go! Blue shell for the win! Nice, 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 nice. Nice. I hit myself. Bam. Bam. Got him. I think that's just a controller problem. I don't think it's a skill problem. I think it's a controller problem. I'm having like I'm going to do the drift, and then my controller is just like, oh, I don't think you actually turned left. You know what I mean? There we go. That's how you do that skip perfectly, by the way. Drift right before you leave the edge. I meant to have Paratrooper in the back, but this is fun. What's the timer for? I don't know. I just wanted to start it for fun. Like, not even a joke. I was just like, I wonder how long it'll take me to unlock what I can with the time that I have. And I was like, you know what? I'll just put a timer on it anyways, even though it's not really a speed run. What? Garbage. Wolf Boy, yes, that's me. Hello. Please hold on to that. Nice. Dang it. Couldn't avoid that. I bounced off the wall into it. Superhorn is in 8. And also in... I think it's Mario Kart. I'm pretty sure it wasn't just in 8. I'm pretty sure it was in 8 and then like either 7 or maybe even DS. I'm not sure. No, it wasn't in DS. It might have been in 7. Maybe not though. It might have just been 8. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to look up. Da-da-da. You're tired? Hey, tired. I'm Annie. No, I'm just... Yes, hi. Do you have work tonight, Ghost? It is Monday. Yeah, you do work tonight. Rip. Dang. That's unfortunate. You should take a nap before work. Potentially. Maybe. $30 minutes before. Oh, yeah, just a quick 10-minute power nap. Shoot. Probably not then. Dang. Got him. Woo! Just like that! 3 perfectly timed red shells. That's what I'm talking about. Just gonna use some of the energy drinks I have. That's fair. Your brother has a lot of them. Ah, crap. I didn't get an item. You're wrecked. You're wrecked. Crap, I wrecked myself. I like the horn on the paratrooper car as well. It's a really nice horn. Ah. Shoot. Nice. Good wreck, nerds. That was my box. Been up since like 7:30. That's not too bad. I think I was up at 8 o'clock, but I don't think I got out of bed until like 9. Oops. Comfy though. Ba-da-ba. Nice. All right, 3 first places down. Time for the next one. Wow. Wow. What an event. Not only did I screw up the mushroom, but I got fireballed anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, but you know what this means. You know what this means. Let's go! Yeah, boy! Oh, wow. That was a lot of double boxes, and I missed all of them. Decided to fix your sleep schedule? Nice. It's hard to do, isn't it? Ah! I saw it happening, but I was really hoping that it wasn't gonna happen. Oh my god. I'm getting bullied. Oh, yeah, no, that's it. That's an easy throw. I'm just gonna wait for that to pass me. I love that you can drift with the person hanging off the back. Yeah, it's really funny. I also just really like the animation for the person hanging off the back. I think it's just a really clever thing that they have. A really fun thing. That's another, unique to Double Dash thing. I absolutely should have just fallen off the course there, and I don't know how I didn't, but I'm not going to complain about that. How have I not hit first place? First place, get out of here. My spot. Why was Toadette getting dragged like a rival? Like a rival gang member? It just happens when you take serious damage from an item. Like a Bob-omb, or a Cataquack, or a blue spiny shell. Whoever the character in the back of your car is, they just kind of and hang out in the back. Crimson, you have the red coin. I know you get the red coin at like 12, but I just, thank you. Thank you so much for your hecking support. That sucks. Give me that. Damn it. Here's another thing that's in one player only, those rings of fire. You don't see those in versus mode either. Or maybe, I wonder, maybe it's just in, what if it's just in Grand Prix only? Not like one player per se, but Grand Prix. Dirt time. Gotta have the best. Aw, Crimson, thank you so much. That's a very special emote. That's one of the emotes that I got made because I was like, dude, I want to be able to bless people's runs with my own bless emote, you know? So I got that to work, and I got Spunky to work on it, and got it made, and then I waited, and I waited, and I waited, because I needed a few more subs to get another emote slot so that I could use it. Jorda, hello! Hello, Jorda, how are you? And then, so I had to wait, and I waited, and I waited, and, you know, I was just chilling. I needed, like, 20 more subs total before I could get, like, a new emote slot to add it in. And then I finished my first ever minimum captures run. I finished my first ever minimum captures run, 3 hours or whatever, and, you know, I was very emotional. And right after I finished it, and I was sitting there in the end credits there, Peaceful Storm, the wonderful, wonderful person that he is, gifted 20 subs and unlocked the new emote. Unlock the new emote slot that I could use and add up to it, and it is literally my #1 used emote on Twitch. If you like look at my emotes, like if you look at my list of emotes, like, and it's because on my phone it's organized by, you know, for everybody it's organized by which ones you've used the most, and when you use the most is up at the top. My bless emote is absolutely #1. Yeah, same reason, Crimson. Yeah, it's really great. It's really nice to be able to have a good bless emote. Oh, Storm. Gosh, I love Storm. He's such a sweetheart. I miss him. And I know that he's been secretly supporting me. He's honestly probably one of the longest subs. He's probably one of the longest subs that has actually been on my channel, just like secretly. And God, Storm, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so glad I met you. You're such a cool guy. You're very sweet. A little bit of ghost lore out of context. He used to be a priest. Really? Really? Oh, that's fascinating. Also, Sander, thank you. I appreciate it. I really try with my emotes. I like to have good ones that are like definitely usable. Nerd Assassin, hello. How are you doing today? Good to see you. I'm just quickly trying to jam through an all tour cup before I have to leave, just to see if I could maybe do it. I threw the banana and I didn't mean to, but it hit somebody, so that's cool. That surprise box was literally put in the most perfect place that you could put it. Not bad, got home from work and you're eating a peanut butter sandwich. Oh, dude, I freaking love peanut butter sandwiches. I go through so many jars of peanut butter. I'm not gonna lie. I go through a lot of jars of peanut butter because peanut butter is just so good. Like, I know there's at least 2 jars of jelly that we still have that have gone through at least 4 or 5 different peanut butter jars. Spunky is really good at making emotes for the channel. She does. Spunky is just amazing. So lucky to have her as a friend. She is fantastic. PB plus X is one of the healthiest snacks you can eat for yourself, actually, in moderation. Well, yeah, in moderation. But, peanut butter and celery with raisins, ants on a log. Oh, so good. So good. Sup, GP10. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're having a great day so far. So you and Spunky are 2 of my favorite streamers on Twitch. Oh, that's really sweet of you, Xander. Dude, don't. Please. No. God, no. Please, no. Hey, I want to keep my one... No! 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 Fast acceleration for the win. No! My first place streak! It's gone! Dang it. 6 courses. Ah, it's pretty good. 6 out of 16. That's not bad. I'll keep going, but that would have been fun. Bap. Are you kidding me, dude? No shot. That sucks. Get wrecked! Get lost! In the sauce! Oh, that was a bad one. These 2 guys right here as well, they're not here. You know what? I wonder if it's just like a Grand Prix only thing. Like, not necessarily single player, because you can't do Grand Prix with 2 people. Yeah, I wonder if it's just a Grand Prix thing. Those are mine from earlier. Nice. Hey, streamer, just joined. How's your day been going? My day's been pretty good. I've had a pretty decent day, I'd like to think. Took care of the animals, and then picked up some medication for my dog. I literally have no idea. I misplaced the medication. I don't know how I did what I did, but I put the medication down somewhere, and I just cannot find it. And I spent like an extra 20 minutes before stream, not 20, like probably 10 or 15 minutes before stream, trying to find the meds, and I'm just hoping that they're in my car at this point. I don't have my car right now, and I'm just like really annoyed by it. I like probably a panic. Eevee hat? All right, Xander, I got you. I got you. Just give me a sec. I'll do it right after this race. But anyways, other than that though, I'm having a pretty good day. Just playing some Mario Kart Double Dash on stream, chilling out with some awesome peeps. I got 2 of those red shells to crash into each other. That's cool. That's fine. I missed the boost because I totally screwed all that up, but it's fine. Most of that later. I have a strong suspicion that my headphones are not quite on well. They're like slightly off, I'm pretty sure. Boost! Zap! Zap, 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 zap.
4 months for 4 races per couple.
Zap! Oh my gosh, thank you so much, dude. Okay, that was actually just really cool. That was a really cool move. Zap, thank you so much for 4 heckin' months, my guy. It's weird that you play Double Dash on a Monday when you normally do hoverless. Yeah, it just kind of happens like that. Today was just really like, you know what? I want to like jam. I just want to vibe today. And like, man, I love Double Dash. Okay, no, my headphones are on properly, but my left ear just needed to get covered a little more. Bruh. But yeah, anyway, today's gonna be fun. I gotta go pick Spunky up from Das Airport in about, I gotta leave in 30 minutes to go pick Spunky up from the airport, as well as a couple other pals. So we're just kind of gonna cruise through this as fast as we can. Okay, Zep. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out, Zep. I don't know if you saw on Twitter. I posted on Twitter a few months ago because back in October, I got a 5-year bonus for working at my current job for 5 years. I used that bonus to buy 2 broadband adapters and Mario Kart Double Dash and a bunch of controllers. So guess what I did? 8-player Mario Kart. Something I've been wanting to do since I was a child. And it was glorious. I just realized about my headphones, why my ears are not actually set right. Okay, I got you. Zep and Ghost. Or Xander and Ghost. I'll need to say hi to Spunky for y'all. Ah, come on. 2 races. That is a dream that never be to land another Double Dash. I did it, Zeke. I did it. I did it last month. I had a night where I bought pizzas and I bought some Segrams and I had 7 friends over and it was such a wonderful, wonderful time. Oh, okay, I got you. The timing. Ghost, you are a state away. You are an entire state away. However, I did actually try to invite Doc. He just happened to end up being busy that night. And I'm like, oh, all right. Game Boy GBC link cable? Yes! Nice! Hell yeah. Funny enough, I had a friend who I got like a box of stuff from him. It was just like a box of connector cables and things. And there were like Game Boy connector cables in there, as well as a Game Boy GameCube connector. It was really fascinating. We could have maybe made a trip, possible. Okay, true. True, but like just to play Mario Kart? I mean, it was a pretty historic moment. Invitation phase through him, maybe. Not this time though. Give me that. Oh, I got one of them. Nice. All right. Like straight up, I just gotta like this has to be, in my opinion, this is one of the best. Couple-hour trip for Mario Kart, basically. What's up, Light Wolf? Hope you're doing well. Oh my gosh, oh my dude. No, please stop hitting me. Gosh dang it, tell man. I think my next stream is either picking up 2 LAN adapters for this We're getting 4 GBAs and 4 GC and GBA link cables together. Oh, that'd be so fun. You can just have a big fat battle on Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. That'd be a great time. I gotta have another Mario Kart night, honestly. I really do. It was so much fun. I could even like potentially stream half of it now that I've got this capture thing. Actually, I could technically stream both of it. I have like an RGB capture device called EasyCap. But like that was back for when I was trying to make YouTube videos. So I just like never used it after that. It's just kind of chilling, you know? But I technically could like put up both screens. You don't go on the bridge? Nah, the bridge really doesn't like, it's not that much faster. Ah, no, I didn't get to throw it out in time! He's gonna beat me because he has higher speed! Dang it, my drifts didn't want to come out. Ah! Style points. 3DS eShop dead, so you finally decided to mod your 3DS? Nice. Yo, Mythic Beast, what's up? Hope you're doing well, dude. Hope you are doing well. So what is that? I think that's 2 courses now. Oh, yeah, baby. This is my level. I think there's only 2 courses now that I haven't gotten first place in. That's too bad. I don't think you've seen you were glitched under the bus. Yeah, I was behind the bus or under it or something. It was kind of funny. Nice, wasted a heart. I'm down for that. Ow. I love Baby Park. Dude, Baby Park is my jam. I have already mentioned it before, but I have beaten the Staff Park Ghost. I have beaten the Staff Ghost record on this course. My best is a 110. And get this, it was with the parade card of all cards to get it with. So you just finished formatting a 120 gigabyte SD card for it and verified it on 3DS, now homebrew time. GG's! Did you know it's really easy to modify a Nintendo 3DS? Done. 121, but that's because it wasn't that good and I got smacked at least a couple times. But yeah, my best time for Baby Park is 1 minute 10 seconds. Jorda. Hi. I know you were there earlier and I said hi earlier, but I'm saying hi again. Hi, Jorda. How goes it? It's great. Also, just seen Koopa with stacks instead of juggling. Yeah! Oh my gosh, I try to keep forgetting to switch. But yeah, Koopa stacks, Paratroopa does not. Ba-da-ba. It's so fascinating. I think it's really cool. Just another way that makes them look different rather than just like, you know, a slight character coloration difference or whatever. The other thing should be 4 N64 transfer packs. Alright, I'm gonna head out to continue watching the tutorial. Sure thing, Light Wolf. Enjoy! These things, see these? Bonk. That's the thing. Those ocean rings, they're not there. These boxes, they move. That fan, it's not there. And I wonder, because of how many people who probably play this game mostly in multiplayer, ever really notice those small differences in the courses, depending on whether or not you're in Grand Prix or playing against people. I think it's just a Grand Prix thing. It might not be a Grand Prix thing. It could just be like... I think it's just a Grand Prix thing. I don't think they're there in time trials. Dude, no shot. How could you? Oh, that just went right into the water. Oh my god, no. Alright, well, I guess I'm not taking a trip down to the fan this time. I like taking the trip down to the fan because you get like a double item box. Oh my god. No, you don't. Oh my god, he did anyway. Please. No, dude! He stole my triple shell! Dude! Wow. Wow. I got absolutely punked. Absolutely punked. There we go. Peach and Waluigi almost destroyed it all. They did. I almost got fifth. I can't believe, dude. Baby Mario just zooming in with the mushroom, stealing all of my triple shells. Absolutely awful, but kind of fun. Thanks for the boost, nerd. I just phased through all of the boxes. Purple shells? Nah, no purple. Red, green, and blue. Did I say purple shells? That sounds like me. I meant green shells. I don't know where purple came from. That's funny. No, that's possible. I could have said purple. That sounds like something I'd do. Mushroom. Worth it. Haha. Get punked. Tilt down. Meow. Purple shells when? Do we really need more shells? What would a purple shell do? That's what I want to know. Does it like home into the person behind you? Because that'd be interesting. Orange shell would also be good. Well, actually, I don't know about orange shell. Because I don't know what that would be. Get out of here, dude! Get wrecked! Oh! Got him. Ba-ba-da-ba. Kind of leaning towards just other colors for variety, but then that would throw off the red, green, blue dynamic. True. See, that's the thing. Like, the color idea is good. But, like, what would the shells do? The two left. Thinking about what the shells would do, that would be the trickier one. Nice. No! I should have let go of A for longer. Orange would lock onto someone randomly, even you. That'd be very chaotic. Oh, dude, that would be like a first place item. That would be a first place, second place item. it could aim for first place and get you the first place spot, or it could hit somebody else behind you to keep you in the first place spot. Or you take the gamble and you hit yourself. I like that idea, actually. Ghost is all about chaos? True. That's why I put all my versus mode items on frantic. Frantic item boxes for every Mario Kart game, because that's how it should be. I missed all the item boxes again. How do I keep doing that? Nice. Get wrecked. Nope. Stay away from me. Come on. Nice. One left. It is 4:47. I actually probably only have time for the one, and I should end the stream so I can, like, prep everything to get ready. But this was fun. A fun little short stream. Nice. Oh my god! Nope. That's the problem with having a lightweight car, by the way. Ah, let's go! I did not get zapped, nerd. Haha! I am not zapped. Get wrecked, dude. Get wrecked. Boom, boom, bum, bum. So true, though. The match will be streamed tomorrow. Ooh, nice. I will be at work tomorrow, but if you guys like Overwatch, if you like watching Overwatch, if you like playing Overwatch, Ghost is on a team. They're going to be doing some matches tomorrow. You should absolutely go follow Ghost for some killer DPS gameplay. I got a star, dude. Let's go. Are you okay if you'll be streaming it? You should still follow Ghost anyway. He does do other games as well. Occasionally, we do a bunch of Pokemon stuff together. Dang it, that star just disappeared right before I could pick it up, man. Xander, Overwatch 2 is a team. It's a MOBA, multiplayer online battle arena shooter game. It's pretty fun. I actually like it, and I'm not much of a online shooter person. All right, we did it. Oh, the soreness of the arm is starting to kick in. Let's go. 148. I think I only missed first place with 2 matches. So we got a nice gold, baby. Getting 160 for all tour is just really difficult. You have to go to work? Great timing. All right. Have a good heckin' work, my dude. And that's going to be it for me. I got to go pick up some peeps from the airport. Airport. I got to pick up people from the airport.